nice, cool and crisp October 10th, 2023. We're in one of the prettier areas on the Long Island Railroad, Cold Spring Harbor Station. We're at the Eastgate Drive crossing west of the station. And the gates are down for train 1657 from Huntington to Grand Central. Here he comes. If you like train density and scenery, this Cold Spring Harbor Station area has got the best on the railroad. You got a lot of Huntington-bound electric trains mixed in with diesel trains, especially during the rush hour, and there are a few during the off hours. But during the rush hour, you get a good mixture of electric and diesel at this location. And the station is to the east, just west of a gradient that leads up into Huntington. Cold Spring Harbor Station is in a wooded area on a hillside. You can't beat the scenic location of this station. And the gates are going down at 4:18, train 657, Port Jefferson to Jamaica. Approaching at 4:20 is train 1556, Penn Station to Huntington. That's a very significant number for a rail fan from St. James. Why is that number significant to him? Well, that's the number of an Alco RS3 he's trying to restore at the Railroad Museum of Long Island in Riverhead. The gates are down for two trains, 1559, Huntington to Penn in the station, and 656 is coming from Long Island City to Port Jeff with DE30AC 413 with a K5 LLA horn. I hope he doesn't get blanked out. Well, here comes 1559. Here he comes, 656. 413's got one of the best K5 LLA horns on the railroad. On the south side of Eastgate Drive, south of the grade crossing. Soon train 1656 will be coming from Grand Central to Huntington. I just love the sylvan setting of this location. Gates are going down for 1661, Huntington Grand Central at 5 o'clock. Oh, here he comes west out of the station, but he's on track 2. That means that 1658 from Grand Central to Huntington with the Flying Yankee should be on track 1 going east. All right, at 5:07, approaching eastbound is train 1658, Grand Central to Huntington with the Flying Yankee. He should be on track number 1. Must have waited for 1661 to clear Amont. All right, at 5:12, we'll have another eastbound diesel, train 658, from Hunters Point Avenue to Port Jefferson. And we'll have another K5LLA musical performance. Leader is DM30AC number 521. Those are beautiful. Well, approaching westbound at the station platform at 5:27 is 659, Port Jeff to Jamaica. Play that funky music. Well, it made a nice echo. Too bad we couldn't have heard the horn on the rear engine, 422. That's got one of the best K5LLs on the railroad. Well, here's 1561 for Penn Station at 5:34, departing west. Yeah, this station is located in a dip, and even with MUs, some of the cars are pushing and some of the cars are pulling when they move here. Well, 5:42, here comes 1558, New York to Huntington, coming out of the woods. M9s yet. Soon after, 660 from Penn Station, New York to Port Jeff should be going through. That neat K5LL is on engine 519, leading train 660 New York Port Jeff at 5:49. Going to be working a little bit, climbing up Cold Spring Hill here. That was a nice K5LL horn. Well, approaching westbound at 5:52 is train 1663, Huntington to Grand Central, with the Flying Yankee returning west. Yes, sir. Here he goes. And off the Flying Yankee goes into the sunset. Man, the air traffic going over me here is incredible. Nice golden sky. Well, here comes 1660 from Grand Central to Huntington. That large plane you saw fly overhead just before this was Singapore Airlines Flight 24, an Airbus 350, finishing off a 17+ hour non-stop flight from Singapore. Man, oh man. Lots of air traffic flying over here. They're all poised to land on runway 22 left. That other plane you saw on top of it, it almost looked like a collision, was a Delta flight from Orlando. I remember coming to this station during the pandemic, right after the lockdown, and the trains, hardly anybody got off of these trains. The parking lot was nearly empty. Not so today. Lots of people are getting off these trains, and the parking lot was full when I got here a little before 4 o'clock. That's a Federal Express MD-11 from Memphis. Well, here comes 1562 New York Penn to Huntington, 621. 664 from Penn Station to Port Jefferson is not far behind him. Some of those M7 horns sound pretty good. .625, our last train we'll see is 664, New York to Port Jefferson, Penn Station. Got DM30AC 500 on the point. Sounds like he's got a great K5LL.